something really interesting that happens anytime I bring a student into the studio and they put on headphones to sing into a mic. So generally what happens, they can be an amazing singer. They can have all this awesome power and control of their voice. And I think, wow, it's time for you to record. Let's stick some headphones on you, put you in front of a mic, and suddenly they can't sing. Thinking of a particular student this happened to. Beautiful song. I'd written all the music for her, stepped in front of the mic, and suddenly couldn't get anything out. She wasn't on key. She had terrible breath support. There's a few things that happen with that. One, you're under a microscope. You hear yourself in a way you've never heard before. You're singing through this tiny little capsule on a mic, and it's kind of cutting out a lot of the room. And you're not used to hearing yourself dry through a tiny little capsule. You're used to hearing the reverberation of the room. You're used to hearing a lot more happen. In fact, we even sound different in our heads than we sound to other people. So now you're hearing this back through the headphones. It's like, that's not me. So you're very self-aware and it sounds weird. So a couple things you can do. Pull one cup off, or if you're using earbuds like I do, so you're not getting all the background bleed from the speaker, use earbuds, use in-ears, and pull one out just a little bit. So you start to hear the room again, the way you're used to hearing things happen. And then when you listen back, don't just listen to it dry. 99% of the time, that's going to sound terrible. Most people think it does. I even had one student that messaged me after I helped him get a recording setup of his own. And he was like, this sounds like crap. I sound amazing in our lessons. I don't know what's happening. Like, you got me to a place that sounds really good, but when I record it sounds like crap. Like, okay, well, why don't we do this? Put a little compressor on it, put a preset, vocal preset compressor. Don't even worry about learning the compressor settings. You don't need it. You're just listening back. And then stick a tiny bit of reverb on it. So you're putting yourself back into a room like you're used to hearing yourself. And so he did it. And he's like, oh, wow, that sounds professional now. I wouldn't say it sounded professional, but it gave him the realization of the vision he was having of what it should sound like. That should sound good. It shouldn't sound like crap. So those two things, take the headphone off a little bit so you can hear the room again. And when you listen back, put yourself back in a room, put yourself back into compression like you hear in your head. And that is, put a compressor on it with a preset and put a little bit of reverb on it. Just a little bit, doesn't take much, just so you can hear it, at least in the direction that it'll sound in the final recording when it's mixed. It'll help. Trust me, it'll help. You want more tips like this? Follow us on our channel and see you there.